Hi, welcome back. So not a lot more to do. The car is actually going to have its hardtop fitted in about 5 days, and from there it's going on to be painted, which is pretty exciting. So I don't expect to see the car back for 3.5, 4 weeks, maybe longer. But there's plenty to do. So let's just have a recap of what is going on. Okay, so the only thing that stops a car from going to paint is making sure that you've got all the holes in place, and that means all the little holes for washer jets, etc. That's why I was in a hurry to get the mirrors fitted. I still just need to whip the windscreen off briefly just to make these escutcheon holes, and also I need to do 2 holes to fit the rear view mirror. So every single hole needs to be drilled before paint. We don't need to worry about fitting these vents in here because they are fitted when it comes back, but everything else needs to be done. I have not fitted the tubing that goes from the heater up to the bottom of the air vents because we need to remove all this before it goes to paint. So now that's the next step really. I've made all the holes that I need to. I now need to remove all the chrome and flashy bits and everything else so that it can go to paint. Now the only thing I can't remove is the windscreen because it's actually going to have its hard top fitted first. So that needs to remain in situ so that it can all be, the hard top can be trimmed to fit, etc. And then when it goes to the paint shop, the guys at the paint shop are actually going to whip the screen off. It's only 4 bolts, and bubble wrap it to death and put that away and then paint it. So that's it really. Let's get on with removing all the shiny stuff. Just a little tip while I think about it. You may have swapped out the normal 12-volt proper bulbs, if you like, for some LED lights, and you'll be wondering why the battery warning light is staying on. Well, this needs to draw enough current to excite the alternator on startup, but the LED does not draw enough current, only millivolts, which means it does not excite the alternator on startup, meaning this battery warning light stays on. So there's 2 ways to solve it. You can either put one of these bulbs in line behind, so and just tape it out the way, and then it will be drawing enough current and it will turn off the battery warning light. Or you can put in kind of resistor, if you like, and that will draw enough current, so it will turn off the warning light. So you can get one of these on eBay for about £3. So I plan on just putting that in line, and that should solve the problem. If I have any problems with that, I will just be wiring in line a normal bulb, and that will draw enough current and that warning light will go out. So we're really scrubbing around for information here and things to do. Something else you need to do is get your VIN plate printed out with your engine number and chassis number, and you need to affix that somewhere. I understand that it needs to be fixed in such a way that it can't be removed, so no double-sided tape as far as I know. So I'm going to stick probably 4 holes and the 4 smallest rivets, smallest headed rivets that I can find. And on the last car I placed it around here squarely, which was pretty nice. Or I might contemplate putting it up on this bulkhead here. So make sure you get that in there for IVA. So there we are, we've cleared the car of all the pretty stuff. I've put a protective bag over the fuel pipe so nothing can drop into the fuel tank. I took the windscreen off quickly just to do my rear view mirror holes, etc. All the other locks and things have gone. Now it's going to go to the paint shop and they will be fitting the door locks. Now the door locks need to be fitted on top of a couple of nuts to simulate the width of the door card, because that is the preferred way of fitting them. You put the door card over the whole of the skin there, and then you place the lock over the top and it tightens it all down. So we just need to put these nuts on all 4 of those screws and put them on. So they are M5 bolts that go through, but you're going to have to, I think, open up these holes a little bit. So these are not going through, just catching there. So I'm just going to run a 5mm bit through. And also, you may just have to take just an edge off the round the top of one of these bolts, because otherwise it's not going to be able to go down all the way down, because it's going to hit on this shoulder here. And similarly, this is going to cause some issues, this split pin. So I'm either going to bend that out of the way totally so this can drop all the way down, or do something else. So there you go, just open those up, and then I'm going to fit them to the doors with the nut in between, just to simulate that width, and the guys will be good to go. So that's it. The car's gone to have its hardtop fitted and to be painted. I hope to have some videos or pictures of the process of that in a future video. But for now, sad times, mostly because my wife is compiling a list of chores to do around the house. Stay tuned for another video, probably maybe a garage tour, just to show you what you can achieve with limited resources and space. See you again.